Last night, Ramsey Khalid Ismael, aka Johnny Somali, went on an insane
Wait,
spree.
is that his name? Is that real?
Last night, Ramsey Khalid Ismael, aka Johnny Somali, went on an insane spree around Hongdae, the same district where he is on trial in Seoul, South Korea. He is not detained, meaning he is not kept by the police in a detention center. So he is currently has been staying with a certain Hank Yu, who's featured in the video today. And what we have to show you and go through in this video is the insane interaction between Ramsey and the Seoul Mapo police, as well as
You know what the people around him should do? Like all of the businesses, because he's going around and harassing all of the small businesses like in his area. You know what they need to do? Honestly, they just need to refuse service, like all of them. Like if all of them got together and they all refused him service, he would have to walk miles to get food. And that'll teach him to talk shit. You know what I mean?
his translator Hank Yu, and really how he is in over his head, far over his head with what he's got into. We have this translated with subtitles. There's a lot of conversation in Korean, so you guys will be able to enjoy that.
Also, if
you like the video, please make sure you smash a like and leave a positive comment. So without further ado, let's take it to this video of Hank and Johnny on a call with the Seoul Mapo Police Department.
Let's talk to these. So Hank, the police want to talk to me right now?
Yes.
Can we call them right now?
So they have been looking, as some context, they've been looking for these guys. So instead of going home, they went to what's known as a short time hotel or a love hotel, which is typically used by young couples when they're seeking a place to stay for 2 or 3 hours. They're quite common in Korea or Japan. So they're actually hiding out in a love hotel in somewhere in Seoul.
Doesn't this guy just say the N-word like over and over and over again? I hope it's censored.
South Korea, instead of going home to Hank's house, which is where they've been staying. This is Hank over here in the hat, in case you don't know. Johnny has been staying with him for the past couple months. His address is well known. The police know it. It's well known. So they decided to hide out instead of going home.
Yes.
Call him right now.
If he says it again, I'll
Yo,
stop.
Apparently, Hank called the police station, and the police want to talk right now.
So it's very funny. Johnny is trying to make it here sound like this is a result.
If he says it again, I'll cut it off. That's kind of annoying though. Like I don't know, guys. Like I'm gonna be real. I don't think there's anything wrong with covering like when people say that kind of stuff, because you're covering what they're saying.
Of Hank
it's
calling
really
the
annoying.
police, and this is some sort of thing where Hank told on them or told on the other streamers. By other streamers, I do mean the other Kick streamers that are in Korea currently. Specifically, the ones involved in this incident were really slightly homeless. The streamer slightly homeless and Nana. They are really the subjects here that were apparently, it seems on the video, stalked by Johnny Somali around Hongdae. So he's trying to make it sound like Hank reported them and they're going to be in trouble. But as we're going to see in the video, it is anything but that.
So we're going to put it on speaker, right, Hank?
Cops didn't call you?
No, they didn't call me. They want to talk. Who's this, Mapo?
So why is the other guy like helping him? They're just like friends? Is that why?
네, 그 방금 그 Johnny Somali 친구랑 전화한 친구인데요.
He says, I'm the one who called just now. I'm with my friend Johnny Somali, and he wanted me to call.
Johnny랑 통화하고 싶다고 해서 지금 Johnny 옆에 있거든요.
I can't, dude. I really can't imagine. Like, is he actually like from Korea, or is he like not from Korea and he's just like visiting with Johnny? Dude, like, I don't understand. Like, why would you help someone like terrorize like your own countrymen? That's just so fucking weird. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense then. Here with Johnny Somali right now. What kind of contact did you get?
누가 그 Johnny가
Someone said that Johnny did something and filed a false report.
As you can see,
Let's move out the way.
Hank had
It's
that number
reading.
on speed dial because Hank, in case you guys don't know the history of Hank, Hank very often calls the police, and he's kind of like Johnny's police pager. So Johnny will just tell Hank to call the police, and he'll call the police right away. So he called them up. So Hank had their information already for the Mapo police station and called them there. And Hank is claiming that Johnny did something, and there was someone said Johnny did something and filed a false report. So they're trying to claim already, Hank is trying to claim that what they filed was a false report.
뭐를 했다고 하면서 거짓으로 신고를 했어요.
잠시만요.
네.
These are the police?
Yeah, that's the police.
They speak English or only Korean?
English.
They speak English?
No, wait. I don't know.
You don't know? So when you called the station, tell them what
Hank
happened.
doesn't know much.
Tell them the same stories. I don't know.
By the way, that's a PRC flag. It's very interesting. Hank, who got kicked out of America, now is trying to flee Korea at some point for China. So he has a lot of weird Chinese paraphernalia.
He got kicked out of America. Oh, he's not American.
You called the station and what they say?
He's not American. He got kicked out.
Said that
You can't get kicked out if you're American.
they were illegally streaming in. 네? 네?
네, 선생님은 혹시 한국 분이신가요?
저 한국 사람입니다.
지금 뭐 누가 신고했다는 얘기를 듣고 지금 그것 때문에 전화를 하셨다는 말씀이시죠?
네. 그리고 그 신고한 사람이 불법적으로.
So Hank is trying to be clear. Hank is trying to shift the blame by saying they. This is golden. Hank is trying to say that, he's trying to shift the blame and saying what they did was illegal. They were illegally streaming in the police station. And it is going to be golden how Hank, who immediately tries to snitch on them, instead of coming up with some defense for himself or defense for Johnny, immediately tries to put it on them, how the police turn it around on him quickly.
그 파출소 안에서 그 지구대 안에서 스트리밍을 하고 막 그랬어요.
그 사람이 지구대 안에서 스트리밍을 했다고요?
네. 경찰관들 얼굴도 찍고 막 그랬어요.
지구대 안에서요? 그
네.
영상 혹시
You want to know the problem with this? This is why honestly, these people, they need to be made examples of. They need to have the entire book thrown at them, maximum, like the absolute maximum sentence that they should give them. They should give it to them and stick to it. That's what they need to do, because people are going to keep doing this if there's no consequences. That's the problem. People work off of consequences. Not just like in a specific case, in everything basically. You have to stick them with it.
가지고 계세요?
그 영상을
gonna keep doing
그 다른 사람이 저한테 보내줬는데
They're literally terrorizing a bunch of innocent people and just making everyone miserable. And they're doing it for profit. You can't let this slide, basically.
한번 보고 나중에 보내줄게요.
저는 뭐 지구대 안에서 스트리밍한 거
So the police turn it around on him and they say, oh, they were streaming inside the station, because that's not exactly a crime. It's lovely. So Hank, who, thinks he's number one lawyer here, number one prosecutor, turns around, and even the police are like, yeah, we're not really concerned about that right now. And we're pretty sure that's not a crime. That's not exactly a crime. What even doing that, even you trying to tattletale is not going to flip this around. It's very hilarious.
People are calling him the Golden Goblin. Wait, like the one in games where you have to chase them down? You chase them down and beat them up before they get away? The fucking loot goblin.
How Hank tries to to lawyer things and it fails dramatically.
문제가 뭐 처벌이 되진 않으니까.
네.
그래서 지금 어떤 게 정확히 확인하고 싶으신 거예요?
누가 얘 상대로 거짓으로 신고를 했는데 그 거짓으로 신고를 한 게 무슨 내용인지 접수가 됐는지 그거를 좀 알고자 합니다.
일단은 그 신고자는
What are they saying, Hank?
일단은
네.
지금 말씀하시는 신고자는
네.
본인이 그냥 길에서 방송하고 있는데
네.
뭐
I don't even know what they're saying.
뭐 이런 진술이었거든요.
네.
So they're talking about probably Nana, who probably filed the report, and she's also a live streamer, and saying they made a statement someone was following them, which he was. That's factual, right? So, and we have a plethora of evidence, which you can see from all the other videos. You can catch those on.
Platforms need to give out severe punishments to people like this? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's the platforms. I think the freaking police need to do it.
My X account or on my other
Fuck the platforms. The police needs to do it.
YouTube videos, particularly my YouTube video that should come out in the same day as this video. You can check that out for a lot of video involving this. But we have clear proof this was actually happening.
그래서 그걸로 저희가 일단 사건 접수는 했고요. 나중에 경찰서에서 연락이 가면
네.
경찰 출석해서 본인이 뭐 억울한 부분이나 이런 거 지수를
So the police just want him to show up. But remember, Johnny is hiding in a love hotel with Hank instead of going to the police station. The rational thing to do would be, hey, go and explain your side. If you really have such a strong case, if you believe it's a false report, go to the police station. Explain your side. Why are you in a love hotel hiding right now? It's really weird.
하시면 될 것 같아요.
근데 쫓아간 것만으로는 불법이 아니잖아요.
So now Hank is trying to lawyer this and saying it's not illegal just to follow them. He's gonna find out real quick.
그러니까 그거를
네.
아니 뭐 충분히 그것도 뭐 소지가 있죠.
So they said regarding that, we have plenty of evidence and sufficient grounds. So let me translate this. What this means, and I've talked about the Korean process here, the criminal processes, they have enough to give this to prosecutors already. They have already seen enough evidence. They've seen enough video. They've got enough statements that they can already hand this to prosecutors. This is a lock. This charge is a lock on Johnny. Johnny is screwed. So they don't.
My question is like, why? Okay, I'm trying to piece this together. So he's currently in court for other things that he did, but he's not in jail. So like what? He paid bail? Is there bail in Korea? So he got bailed out? Shouldn't all of this like basically revoke bail for him? Korea doesn't have bail, so why isn't he in jail? He's still undergoing trials? Because he hasn't done a violent crime yet? No sentence.
Don't need to really get his report. He can come in and stay his side.
Okay, Sushi Bandit says the taxpayer shouldn't have to pay more than they need for this idiot, but he's harassing everybody. He's harassing like random ass people and making them feel unsafe. If that's not a reason to keep somebody in jail while they're in court, I don't know what is. I really don't. I feel like that's the whole point.
But, they're trying to say, hey, it's not illegal. We didn't do anything illegal. And the cops are saying, no, actually you did. And we have enough proof already. So this is where I think Hank realizes, oh shit, this is actually serious and they got us. In a normal situation, the police wouldn't speak like this. But because Johnny Somali has been repeatedly committing these crimes and because everybody is filming them, right? It's very clear what happened here. So they're kind of not taking any BS from him. They're not believing this twist that Hank tries to make. So twice Hank tries to quote unquote lawyer things.
Ragnar says that jail exists to keep people like him away from society. Exactly.
Dramatically.
What's the point of it?
Let's continue.
그러니까 그거는
Like how is he allowed to still run around and just keep committing more and more crimes? I don't get it. Like how is that possible?
출석하셔가지고
Can you explain what this video is about? Okay, so Cliff Notes version, there's a streamer named Johnny Somali. He's a nuisance streamer. He goes around and he harasses people. He's been doing this around the world. He got kicked out of Japan. He got kicked out of Israel. He just keeps doing this. And eventually he gets to Korea and then they're sick of his shit. Like Korea's like not putting up with his shit. So now like he got his passport taken. So like now he's stuck in Korea. And he's going to trial for crimes, basically. But the problem is he's not actually in jail because he's still in the court process. So he's still committing more crimes.
불안감 조성으로 했어요. 불안감 조성으로.
So causing anxiety is under the Minor Crimes Act, right?
Amigo Rothbard says, so people watch him? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's like half of the people actually like to watch him because they think it's funny. And then the other half just want to see him get fucking beat up or something. The other half are just waiting.
So that's one that's under the Minor Crimes Act. He is, of course, already charged with 2 counts of the Minor Crimes Act. And a lot of people will laugh at the Minor Crimes Act is essentially a misdemeanor. It's punishable by a fine and under a year in detention, right? That's what a definition of a misdemeanor is. However, it is a crime. And the more of these things that are tacked onto your record, the more it looks like you're a deeper convicted criminal who's on a criminal spree about the city. Also, it pushes you closer to detention. So if they're seeing that you are going on this criminal spree and running around Seoul, you're highly likely to be detained, right? You're going towards this pattern of you're going to keep doing this, and the police may need to detain you for the good of, the city, the country, to put you away. Because
that's what I was saying. Basically, it's like he should. And I guess somebody said in chat that Korea is not equipped for this because they don't really deal with this kind of thing. I can see that actually being the case. Anyway, I guess we'll skip to the next video because apparently it's uncensored. He's gonna say some shit. So.
Yo, Salad, I stopped the police in their own car. I'm calling the cops right now. I'm calling the Korean cops. I'm in Seoul. Listen, are you police? Are you police?
Hey, yes,
Police?
police.
What is the reason?
You are arrested.
For what?
Turn off.
No.
Turn off.
No.
All right, we have breaking news. Johnny Somali was just arrested by the South Korean
It's an airsoft gun.
Police. He committed multiple crimes tonight. He committed 2 prank calls on top of flashing a gun. I'm not too sure if it's a real one or not. Now, I was in the
It's not a real one.
process of posting the part about the gun, and then he got arrested. So I canceled the video production, and
Thanks
I'm
for
going
the subs,
to add
Xander.
the arrest
Thank you
at
so
the
much. Thank
beginning
you.
of the video. And then I'll show you how the night that eventually turned into a morning started, because he was live for 8 hours straight. So without further ado, let's start with the arrest.
Oh, boom, 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 boom. I want to in my room. Yeah. Korea. Yes. Korea #1. Hello, people. Korea #1. Yes. Korea. Oh, police? Oh, what the f are you? Relax.
They got him right away.
Why are you touching me? Why are you touching me? I'm jogging. Why are you touching? Oh my god.
Dude, that would be crazy if Korea outsourced. They're like, for this guy specifically, our system is not equipped to deal with these kinds of people because we don't have nuisance streamers in Korea. We have a society where we don't have people that do this kind of shit. We're not equipped for it. So, Bukele, like, can we contract you?
What the fuck are you doing? Yo, oh my god, the police got me in the car. That's crazy. What are you doing? Relax.
Oh my god.
Jogging. I'm Beagle. Oh my god. Look, you did this. It's your fault.
Give me ID card.
I don't have. My hotel. Now I'm hotel, my house. I don't have. I'm jogging.
You drunk?
I'm not drunk.
술 먹었어 지금.
No drunk. It's morning.
You cannot speak Korean?
English. Beagle.
What?
Beagle.
저 본인 경찰관이 대한민국
Beagle.
경찰관이
Beagle. English.
Hold on, guys.
My face. My
Guys,
face.
are people memeing, like, are there like impel down memes of El Salvador? I need those memes. I need them. If there are like impel down memes of it, I need it. I need it bad.
My face.
Down.
My face.
Kevin Dave says he's in this case to Eastern Courts for a deepfake and possible ID theft, looking at 10 years to 15 for so that 15 years for what he has right now. So wait, how many does he have total?
촬영하지 마세요.
My face.
Don't take a video.
My face.
So the reason why he's getting arrested, not only was he in his boxers running around like an idiot, but he was also dancing in a very provocative manner that was extremely disgusting, and he was harassing people.
Legal. It's my face.
You drunk?
No, I'm not drunk.
No ID card.
I have my ID card. Come. ID card. I give you.
Yeah, stop.
So wait, why, dude? I think everyone's really just waiting for the FO part. Everyone's just waiting.
I'm jogging. I'm working out.
Waiting for him to
Translate.
actually go to jail.
Translate.
주치도 않는 거 있잖아.
Give me the translator. Translate.
Yeah?
Translate.
한국말 할 줄 몰라?
English.
너는 지금
English,
경범죄로
English.
체포되는 거야.
English.
Arrest. Okay?
No, I give my ID card.
No. Stop.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
You arrested.
For what? For what? Relax. For what?
Okay.
It got muted. I didn't mute it. YouTubers actually went to his court hearing for America. They flew all the way out there just to see him get fucked up. Wait, wasn't there like, if I remember correctly, wasn't there a point where like he tried to say that he didn't understand numbers because he can't speak Korean? But they were like, it's in English. Didn't that happen in court? I swear that happened.
So I find it hilarious that he thought it was a big joke, but he was basically begging for people to call the cops on him. He said, call the police, call the police. He was saying that to a bunch of people. So you got exactly what you wanted, Johnny.
Sudafet says, from what I heard, Korea is basically letting him keep doing crimes. So his overall the sentences gets longer. Wait, so what you're saying is that South Korea is actually the heroes of the world? Is that they're literally tanking it? They're literally tanking it so that they can put him away forever, so that the rest of the world will not have to deal with him anymore. That they're taking the damage for everybody, basically. The problem is, I know a lot of people are gonna say like, oh, the South Korean, they're gonna say stuff like, oh, the South Korean people, like, their taxes should not have to go to, like, paying for this guy's jail. But I definitely think that it's worth it for them. I think it's worth it for them, and I think the Korean people would be incredibly happy to pay those taxes. You know what they could do? You know what they could do? They Yo, big brain thought. You give Johnny Somali a cell that has a bathroom where you can actually close the door on the bathroom, okay? And then you put a camera live stream in front of his cell, and then you let there be tips and donos, but then those go to paying for the incarceration. Yeah, you literally farm him the same way.
Speak English. What are you doing?
Hello.
Why?
There's like 4 cops.
I don't care.
So here he's saying that he doesn't care, but he is freaking out. Trust me. He doesn't want to actually go to a Korean
force him
jail.
to keep
Although it was
streaming.
bound to happen at some point, it looks like it's happening sooner than later.
Come, I'll give you my passport. Come.
I don't know if I don't know, like, I mean, I don't know that much about Korean jails and stuff. I don't know how hardcore people are there. Right? Like, if this was like in, if the Korean jails are like similar to the ones in America, yeah, like, he's not going to have a good time. They're probably going to beat the shit out of him and stuff, right? But I don't know how Korean jails are. They might be different. Different society, right?
Relax.
Go take a video.
Wait, what? Legal mindset mentioned in the video? It's forced labor on farms? Is that real? Hold on. Is that real? It's true. Well, okay. So apparently there's 2 different sentences. There is a sentence of imprisonment with labor, and then there's a sentence of imprisonment without labor. So there's 2 different sentences. So it depends what they sentence him with.
As if the streamer couldn't make his own situation worse for himself, he decided to call the police himself and tell them to shut up after he found out they were investigating him for yet another charge.
They're trying to like investigate you for causing anxiety. Shut the fuck up, you.
This
Holy
was after
shit.
he was wanted for questioning after he spent the night harassing other streamers while in Korea, as he's currently in another criminal trial for harassing businesses while streaming. Why double down while you're in an ongoing criminal trial? But I mean, hey, the dude is essentially trying as hard as he can to get stranded in South Korea for as long as possible. This is essentially like Darwinism, but instead of harassing, you just get locked in a cage, which is exactly where this guy is headed if he doesn't switch up how he acts and genuinely starts apologizing. He is still essentially riding on the high that Japan let him go after only 3 months of jail. And I guess it's just banking on the fact that South Korea will just do the same, except the systems are very different and South Korea has a whole lot more information than what the Japanese government did at the time. So to catch you guys up to speed with the most recent situation, and I'm saying recent situation because catching you guys up to the full situation would be like more than a 2-hour recap, as I've already done multiple 30-minute videos on this guy. But Johnny Somali, he's a nuisance IRL streamer who's essentially the most disliked streamer in the world. He's built what little of a career he has off of harassing people in public for his own content, and this has landed him into some hot water in multiple countries, most recently in South Korea, where he's now facing 4 charges in 1 court case with another.
Did you guys see this clip? It's so fucked up. There's just like this old lady trying to work at 7-Eleven, and he's eating like his cup ramen there, and he just throws it on the floor. Like he throws the ramen all over the all over the floor. Yeah, he's just like sitting there like ruining people's lives. They're like trying to just work, just trying to live, you know.
His pending. So the maximum sentence you can get from that, the first.
This is literally like what he did, and you have to understand like that old woman has to clean it up.
First case that he's dealing with is 10 years in South Korean prison. Then of course the additional court case can just add from there on out. And since he's already a convicted criminal there, since he pled guilty, he's now going to be charged as a repeat offender in the next case. But we flew out there a few weeks ago, which was his first case, where he stumbled into the courtroom drunk and over an hour late because he spent the night before the trial drinking and being racist to the judge and prosecutor on his live stream. So I guess for some reason after the trial, he decides, okay, it's time to crash out yet again, because who enjoys freedom, I guess.
This guy has a Trump hat, but I think he's wearing it just to piss people off. Like I don't think he actually likes Trump.
Yes.
Y'all want chaos? Let me be your conduit. You want somebody that is gonna crash out. I will.
He's a Trumper? Wait, really?
And that's exactly what he went on to do.
Is he really? Seems like a lot of the evidence shows that he's been wearing it kind of performatively. I'm looking at it.
And he really showed the world how he doesn't understand the world of trouble that he's actually in, because for some reason he's still operating like he thinks he's.
I would be super against that, by the way. If Trump actually tries to bail him out, I would be really angry, actually.
In the U.S.
I'd be very angry at Trump if he did that.
The fish stream was so legendary. Chat, I'm going to tell you right now, when I went to the courts, right? Look, they told the judge, this was carrying a fish in public. That's a charge in Korea. It's like a $50, $100 fine. Apparently, it's a crime in Korea to cause anxiety. Apparently, I caused anxiety to somebody by carrying a stinky fish. How is that a crime? Carrying a stinky fish, how is that a crime? Somebody fucking tell me.
Hey, welcome to the real world, buddy.
Yep.
If you break the law in a foreign country, even though that you didn't know that it was a law, that's on you. Now, often, especially in developed countries, they will give you some leniency if the crime isn't severe and you're apologetic. But he's doing none of that.
They told the judge this carried a stinky fish. He's kimchi every day. What are you talking about? Where's Nana? Is Nana outside? Is Nana outside? They told the judge this was twerking on the bus.
The thing is that would also be, I don't know this idea that it's a Korean only thing. That would be incredibly inappropriate in America, even if you did that. If you brought a stinky fish like onto a subway train just to fuck with people, like that's not okay. That's not societally okay. In America, people don't look at that and go like, no, he deserves the freedom to do that. Like literally nobody thinks that.
This was twerking. How is that a crime?
But when you do that on strangers, that's harassment. Congratulations. Dude is completely losing it because he's slowly realizing his actions actually have consequences. So
who's Raziel? Raziel from Grand Blue.
Apologize? Absolutely not. No, he doubles down yet again. He like 100ths down at this point. And then he starts blasting music inside of another convenience store, which he is currently in trial for doing that exact thing. Okay, so he goes on and stream snipes and harasses multiple streamers, including a female streamer, where he ends up chasing her. She then finally gets to the police station and files a report alongside of the other person that
Okay, so here's what
Johnny
actually
then
happened.
runs and hides to this hotel room with Hank. Hank is his only friend left there, and he's also the dude he wore the suit of for his trial. And here, this dynamic duo, I guess, proceeds to yet again make everything worse for themselves. First, he reacts to the stream of people, I guess, he harassed, where they said that he will be getting another misdemeanor in South Korea for what he did.
The police were like, they really wanted her to file a report against him.
File a report for what?
So,
For what?
and I mean, I think it's good because I'm leaving tomorrow. I don't really give a but
You're leaving tomorrow.
it puts something like stuff in all these streamers. You're just gonna have a million misdemeanors. I don't know what a misdemeanor really means, to be honest. I'm not a lawyer or anything, but apparently it's a misdemeanor. But at least they won't harass her again. I'm leaving tomorrow.
What do you mean? I'm on that tomorrow. If Nana's live, I'm on that.
You know why this guy is doing this shit in Asia? It's because if he did this and like if he did this in America, he'd get shot. If this is like anywhere that like actually people like wouldn't put up with this shit.
Basically, a story.
And it's happened before. I mean, I'm not just saying that. It's happened before. There was a this actually happened. There was a group of nuisance streamers who threatened the person in the food court. Who was just trying to he was trying to DoorDash. He was trying to like deliver some food. So he went to go pick up the food, and on his way out, a bunch of nuisance content creators like started threatening him. Basically pretending like they were gonna beat him up and just harassing him, and he actually got scared and he fucking shot them. Yeah.
Think you stop me? If Nana's live, I'm on that tomorrow.
He told them to leave him alone, and then he tried to run away from them, and they chased him, and then he shot them.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a threat, and that's also going to be showed in trial. What's the point of this stream other than making everything worse for yourself in court? Like, I get he's drunk and his decision making is terrible, but it gets to a point where, buddy, this is ridiculous.
It's like the only reason he can like chase after like a girl like that, chase after a girl like that and just get away with it.
I'm just kind of at a loss of words for this point, but it's about to get so much worse because from that stream, they found out they're wanted from the police for questioning. So they call the police themselves for content.
Let's talk to these. So, Hank, the police want to talk to me right now?
Yes.
Can we call him right now?
You
Yes.
see the Korean guy that beat him up? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Call him right now. Let's put it on speaker. Yo, on content.
But what I'm saying is like this nuisance stuff, it really can only exist in like a high, basically it could only exist as an infiltration into a high trust society where there's a lot of social cohesion and nobody does this kind of shit because they don't know what to do about it. They're so blindsided by this happening that like nobody knows what to do. All right.
Apparently, Hank called the police station, and the police want to talk right now. So we're gonna put it on speaker, right, Hank?
I mean, why do you think he's picking on Asia? Like, why do you think that's what he's doing? Because there's no way he could get away with this in America for this long. Like you know, one or two cases, like sure, like you could get away. But if you make this your career, in a place in America, especially a place that has guns, at some point you're just gonna find out. You're gonna scare the wrong person. You're gonna harass the wrong person, and then you're fucking done. I mean, that's it. He did this in Israel. Didn't they just kick him out right away? I swear that's what happened.
Call you? No, they didn't call me. They want to talk. Who's this, Mapo?
네, 방금 Johnny Somali 친구랑
Sorry, I have alerts off right now.
전화한 친구인데요. Johnny랑 통화하고 싶다고 해서 지금 Johnny 옆에 있거든요.
조니 소말리랑 지금 어떤 연락을 받으신 거예요?
누가 Johnny가
네.
뭐를 했다고 하면서 거짓으로 신고를 했어요.
잠시만요.
네.
Did they really
Thanks for the sub, Apple Gothic. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you so much.
just think that calling and saying someone just falsely reported him is going to get the charge dropped? Well, let's see how that pans out for them.
These are the police?
Yeah, that's the police.
They speak English or only Korean?
English.
They speak English?
No, wait. I don't know.
You don't know? So when you called the station, tell them what happened. Tell them the same story as me. I don't know. Tell them the information. You called the station and what they say.
I called the station. Said that they were illegally streaming in. 네?
네,
네, 선생님은 혹시 한국 분이신가요?
저 한국 사람입니다.
지금 뭐 누가 신고했다는
네, 제가.
얘기를 듣고 지금 그것 때문에 전화를 하셨다는 말씀이시죠?
네, 그리고 그 신고한 사람이 불법적으로 그 파출소 안에서 그 지구대 안에서 스트리밍을 하고 막 그랬어요.
그 사람이 지구대 안에서 스트리밍을 했다고요?
네,
Chisora says he ran away after getting beaten up once. Only reason he's still in South Korea after being beat up is because they took his passport. Well, I mean, that's not completely true, because if he was actually afraid of getting like beat up, he would stop. He would knock this shit off. He doesn't care.
경찰관들 얼굴도 찍고 막 그랬어요.
Okay, so just because someone else did something wrong
Then again, it's possible that he's just mentally like he's got some issues. Like he's just mentally like oh, he's just stupid or something. It's possible.
doesn't negate his actions.
지구대
It's not
안에서요?
methylene.
그 영상 혹시 가지고 계세요?
그 영상을 그 다른 사람이 저한테 보내줬는데 그걸로 제가 한번 보고 나중에 보내줄게요.
일단은 뭐 지구대 안에서 스트리밍한 것 자체가 뭐 처벌이 되진 않으니까.
I mean, when you realize your client is the one that actually committed the crimes. Obviously, Johnny isn't his client. This is just his friend who's always there trying to dig Johnny out of trouble. And unfortunately, he just doesn't realize that Johnny is a sinking ship that will drag everyone around him down with him if he could.
지금 어떤 게 정확히 확인하고 싶으신 거예요?
누가 얘 상대로 거짓으로 신고를 했는데 그 거짓으로 신고를 한 게 무슨 내용인지 접수가 됐는지 그거를 좀 알고자 합니다.
일단은 뭐 그 신고자는
What are they saying, Hank?
일단은
네,
지금 말씀하시는 신고자는
네.
본인이 그냥 길에서 방송하고 있는데
No
네.
worries, no worries. I'm not mad. I'm not mad or anything.
I don't even know what they're saying.
뭐 이런 진술이었거든요.
네,
그래서 그걸로 저희가 일단 사건 접수는 했고요. 나중에 경찰서한테 연락이 가면
네,
경찰 출석해서 본인이 뭐 억울한 부분이나 이런 거 진술하시면 될 것 같아요.
근데 쫓아간 것만으로는
No worries, man.
불법이 아니잖아요.
그러니까 그거를
네,
아니 뭐 충분히 그것도 뭐 소지가 있죠. 그러니까 그거는 출석하셔가지고
This whole phone call is just a bad idea, like everything else they do. Hey, so that's not illegal, right? Well, yeah, and they have plenty of evidence. So if he came to the police station to tell his side, that would be great. I mean, dude, Buddy is cooked, but he is about to make sure that he is beyond well done. As dude's about to be congratulations by the time this full clip is over.
죄명이 뭐예요?
불안감 조성으로 했어요. 불안감 조성으로.
불안감 조성으로요?
네.
근데 얘가 걔를 육체적으로 건들지도 않았고 그냥
그러니까 그거를 지금 저희한테
You know hold on. I don't know if there's anyone in chat like from Korea that can kind of give more context on this. I wonder if this is like a translation thing or just like a cultural difference. When they say causing anxiety, they probably mean more like harassment. That's probably what they mean. But like the translation is probably causing anxiety. Doesn't harassment cause anxiety? Yeah, but the thing is when you say causing anxiety, it's like, okay, so harassment is causing anxiety, right? But not all things that cause anxiety are harassment. Do you see what I'm saying?
따지실 거는 아니고
네,
저희가 확인을 하려고 했는데 뭐 저희를 만나지를 못했잖아요. 저희도 계속 찾아다녔는데
네.
그래서 확인이 안 되니까
I
일단
did.
피해자 진술 가지고 저희는 사건 접수를 했어요. 이것만으로 처벌되는 게 아니기 때문에
네.
추후에 조사하라고 연락이 가면
네.
출석하셔가지고 본인은 그런
Guys, let's like I just want to be clear. Like let's not make this a racial thing. Like this guy is individually stupid. So, and the problem is like honestly, this is actually a perfect example. This is a perfect segue. The way that this guy is acting is going to cost people, especially people in Asia or other countries that don't have as much exposure, because a lot of these places like South Korea, Japan are a lot more ethnically homogenous, right? Like it's mostly like Japanese people, it's mostly Korean people in these places that he's going to. I mean, they do have encounters with people of other races, obviously, but it's not going to be at the same level that we have it in America. And what it's going to do, it's going to cause people to actually have racist thoughts towards people because that's their experience, right? And this is a terrible thing, obviously.
없다고 본인의 주장을
This is
하시면서요.
it's just bad
근데
for
증거
just
없으면 기각시키면
그러니까
안 되는 거 아니에요?
이거 우리가
But there's a problem with that. It's a disservice to like basically how do I say it in a proper way? He's causing problems for other people of his own ethnicity by doing this. And it's not even just his ethnicity. You can say the same thing about streaming. It's caused the same bad image for streamers as well. In Japan, for instance. So before, in Japan, you could just live stream if you wanted. Like, nobody really gave a fuck. But now, because of, like, what Johnny Somali did and all of the copycats are doing, now streaming is seen... live streaming, like, in public is now seen negatively. Right? And yeah, it does also make foreigners look bad. So again, it's not just specifically the ethnic thing. It's a bunch of things that are a part of like his characteristics, I guess, are being seen negatively.
무조건 처벌되는 게 아니라
네.
조사 받을 때
Why he not speaking
따질
English?
거고
네.
그 행위에 대한 걸 다 따질 거니까 그때 본인이 소말리 본인이 있다고 소명하시고 그거에 대해서 증거를 못 찾으면
Again, Johnny's largest problem is he live streams everything he does. So congratulations yet again, Johnny, on being your star witness against yourself. At this point, the dude is just the dumbest criminal in the world. And he's basically going to be stuck in South Korea for years because of essentially a bunch of misdemeanors simply due to how stupid he's acting after he got caught. But he's about to also make things infinitely worse for himself yet again, as soon as he finds out they're officially investigating him for this as well.
Trent, can I talk to him? What is he saying? Tell me.
이해하시면 돼요.
알겠습니다.
What is he saying?
예, 들으셨죠?
Can I say one more thing to him?
잠깐만요. Johnny가 무슨 말하고 싶대요. They're trying to like investigate you for causing anxiety.
Shut the fuck up, you ass. I hung up on that ass.
Man.
Well, that's going to be played in court as well. I mean, congratulations, Johnny, for ruining your life for basically zero upside. You're really cool for doing all this stuff, man. Just keep it up. It's honestly just kind of astonishing to watch at this point. Like, just keep up the good work, dude. Because I can really see that you're working hard to get that
It's a
full
glitch.
10-year
It's a
prison
glitch.
sentence.
Camera glitch.
And for what upside? From some attention from like 30 viewers on a stream? It just does not make sense whatsoever.
All right, so I'm filming this the day after I recorded the previous video, but I'm now aware that he was apparently arrested this morning.
Yeah, arrested again.
Dancing drunk in the middle of Seoul. So stay tuned for the next video because I guess we're covering that then. I mean, this saga just never ends, and somehow this guy just finds a new low every day at this point.
If you want to watch another insane story of how a woman essentially ruined her life making TikTok videos of herself peeing on grocery store goods, you can check out this video right here.
What? What are these people doing? What are they doing?